Hey everybody, today we're going to be showing you how to find your way out. I've been trying to find my way out for pretty much my entire life, and let me tell you, it hasn't been easy. No sir, no sirree Bob in fact. I feel as though I've been wandering around, lost, hungry, sick, tired, wet, my whole life. I feel like I'll never find what I'm looking for. Sometimes I don't even know exactly what it is I'm looking for. I used to think I knew what I wanted when I was younger, when I was just a wee lad. I thought I had it all figured out back then. I thought that I could achieve complete happiness if I just found that one thing I was looking for, a cool and beautiful girlfriend who would make everybody else at school jealous. I can't tell you how many hours I spent hanging out at places where normal people hang out, trying to casually meet somebody beautiful and cool and make them fall in love with me and be my girlfriend. I spent an entire summer working as a lifeguard at a swimming pool 40 miles away from where I live, trying to find a potential mate. It didn't work though. All I got after a summer of hard work was a second-degree sunburn that sent me to the hospital twice. First for the initial burn from falling asleep for 9 hours on top of the little lifeguard stand thing, then a second time after I continually picked at the festering sores covering my body and ended up getting a horrible infection. I won't pull up the pictures because they're too gruesome for most human eyes, but believe me when I tell you that my body looked like a patchwork of varying shades of pink, orange, red, yellow, and green. The green parts were where the infection got really bad. Have you ever had a sunburn on the bottom of your feet? My guess is that you just said no out loud because that sounds ridiculous. Well, let me tell you it's not ridiculous if you fall asleep lying face down on top of the little lifeguard stand thing. The bottoms of my feet were facing the sun for just over 9 hours on that late July day, and the sun was not too kind to me. The soles of both of my feet peeled off like huge rashers of bacon. I couldn't walk because the meat was so juicy and tender. I spent the rest of the summer pushing myself around on a longboard on my knees. That might sound pretty cool and fun, but it was not, because I looked stupid. I thought that there was no way I'd ever find a girlfriend looking like that, and I was right. So after a terrible summer where I spent most of my time in a dumb swimming pool in a dumb hospital, I gave up on my search for the perfect girlfriend, and ever since then, I feel as though I'm just wandering, drifting through this awful void without any purpose or direction, stumbling through this maze called life without any idea of where I'm going and where I've been. I don't know if I'll ever find my way out. I don't know if any of us will. And even if I did make it out of here, who's to say that what lies outside is any better than what's in here? If I had to make a guess, I'd say that it's just as dumb. That's the lesson here, really. No matter what you do, it's always going to be at least a little bit dumb. No matter where you go or who you're with or what you're doing, it's dumb because you're dumb. So just enjoy it if you can. Enjoy your stupidity. Fart into your open hand and cup that fart right into your mouth and inhale. Because if you're not willing to do it, who will?